Salut mon ami, il fait froid aujourd'hui parce que l'hiver dans le Canada. Hi everyone, new name here playing my favorite game, Watch Your Realms. And today is day 42, I believe, on the free-to-play series. It's pretty chilly in Ontario, Canada today. Actually, it's pretty cold compared to, I think it was plus 11 about 15 hours ago. And there was a thunderstorm, and now all of a sudden it's minus 6. So it's pretty drastic swing in temperature. And what I'm about to show you is an undrastic swing utilizing two different gear sets on Idril in Gear Raid 3 Stage 19 autos. I'm going to be farming for the Oracle trial anyway, so I thought I'd show you what I've decided to do because it'll cut down gear swap required. So this is the starter set everybody gets, okay? These are all the exact same stats. The exact same amount of purple paint is always applied to these items. Every single account gets this exact same stuff, okay? So you'll never see this account sell these items on purpose. And that's why you'll see this lock icon on these items. If you don't know, the lock is right here next to the share button. If you don't know, this is how you share or link an item in a chat, okay? But if I take that lock off, I can sell this gear now. As long as that lock's on, it's not going to give me the option to sell it without, a notification specifying you're about to do something you didn't want to. So I suggest you lock that starter gear from Storyline as soon as you get it. I'm just showing you so that you know, okay, in case you're curious. But here's the artifact. It's a 3-time promoted Spirit Siphon. It's very strong. My Idril's A5. She's max skills, all right? This isn't a video to show you how to do Gear Raid 319. It's to show you how you can use premium sets once you get them, as long as they have certain stats. It's always stats over sets until you get premium sets. And I'm about to show you. So 12,274 on her total attack, okay? Yeah, she attacks decent enough, 1.2 in this set. She's crit capped and over. It doesn't matter, okay, but she's crit capped. She has 175% crit damage, okay? And the rage regen is pretty nice at 40%. But just remember, she's doing 175% crit damage. So we're going to Gear Raid 3, Stage 19 on auto. And I have to fun around a little bit taking off auto so you can see numbers better. And I'm going to have to pull my Allura out. When you're doing your Oracle trials, my favorite is this one, after Artifact Material Raid. The sets that come out of Gear Raid 3, they're huge. And you can farm Gear Raid 319 for your entire time playing this game. Nothing says you ever have to do 20 or 21. You get a little bit of, you get 500 extra gold per clear if you clear stage 21. And you might drop more of those, the spirits that you use to ascend items. Other than that, it's negligible on drop rates for stuff. So I want you to pay a little attention if you can to the numbers here. This is like 175,000, I think, 150,000. Okay, Idril hit that mob for it. So this boss will come down to about 55% health right here. Then she spawns an exploding bum bug. Okay, 50,000 on the big solo mob, and then the boss got to 55%. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I clear out this 4-pack up here just to keep my auto consistent for the startup. Okay, now I'm going to take my Allura out just so that you can see the total damage that Idril will. DJ Dolores is spinning fat beats down here. And Autumn, you don't need Autumn on your autos. I have her in here again. I'm just showing you the benefit of a premium set with very similar attack. Okay? That's the key, is that you have to have the attack. So you'll notice I've left this mob alone, okay? Just for a little bit of FYI. You don't have to attack it right away because it's not going anywhere. Notice that, right? So now I can hit with Idril. So she's hitting for 73k on those side mobs, okay? 73k. This was 150. The boss was at 55% health for the first spawn in the starter set. Flat HP, these, you're beyond this. If you're farming Gear Raid 319, you don't have a use for this, okay? Unless you're just trying to boost your battle power for Tide, like I was, so I could get my A2 Volca. I've cleared Tide 125 now, all right? And in case you want to know, here's the stats, okay? Just pay attention to Idril. Everyone else's stats, they're going to be roughly the same because I'm not swapping gear. But 9.7 million for Idril. Again, that was with 177% crit damage at 12.275 attack. All right. Now I'm going to put on a set that I just threw together because it's the best Soulbound Arcana that I can for actually attaining the threshold of attack that I want. I think you can get by with about 10k attack, pardon me, on this stage on Power of Dominance. About 10k attack on your Idril, and you should obviously like no issues. And again, I'll show you the total stats here. She's 140 less attack. She also attacks almost a half a second slower. She also has 35% almost less crit rate. Or from crit cap, pardon me. She's got 70% less chance to crit, less than half. But she's got 130, almost 120% more crit damage. Okay, this number is what's important here. That crit damage, the crit rate, obviously I wish it was 100. I wouldn't be making this video if it was 100. So I'm going to show you to satisfy your curiosities. This ancient Soulbound Arcana Bangle, if this attack speed rolled up in the purple, it'd be godly. Okay? It's good enough as is. It's going to do the job. I wish I had a amulet of Arcana that had attack bonus that I could put here, but I don't. So that's why there's such a big crit damage, because she's wearing 2 crit damage main stats. But this set is great for Guild Boss. Guild Boss has less defense to break through. Damage works in this game. Target defense minus attacker's attack. The damage comes after. If you can't break the defense, you're not getting crit damage. Okay? That's how I was taught. It might be slightly different, but you'll notice for yourself. If you come in here with like 6,000 attack, you'll be hitting them for like 1,300 instead of 38,000. It's just not good. And I'll show you the other 2 items just so that you're fully aware. I got very fortunate with the drop on this and the rolls that it got. I wish I had a weapon. I still haven't had one, but you'll see the only thing that's useful for Idril on here is this 27% attack bonus. That's why the crit rate's so low. I don't have another weapon I'm going to put in that had crit rate that's going to give me that attack, okay? But this is good enough. It's going to work. I actually had hoped that that would roll better on the tank defender stats so I could stick it on my Oleg. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. Gear A3, stage 19, Power Dominance on, showing you the damage difference with Soulbound Arcana. Now, I believe the stat line numbers won't vary too much from what you saw before, but this set has 35% less chance to crit with 125% crit damage when it does. So let's see how much if it can offset. And I'm going to attempt to do it in the same pattern. But you'll see now she's hitting these guys for a lot more just because of the crit damage. So this mob was 150, right? 150k I hit it for. 9,000. I almost hit it for 100,000 more. So the boss was at 55%. So it was roughly 53. It was about the same, right? Sometimes it'll be like 49% because she didn't crit on all of her hits. So again, I'm going to let this first wave all finish. Boss is gone. Allure and Idril, they're going to take care of what's here at the top. Also, my Idril doesn't have that 40%, she doesn't have her 40% rage. So her ultimate doesn't come up quite as often. But you'll see it's going to still be effective. This mob will spawn in. You can ignore it. There's no rush to kill it as long as you brought enough attack. All right. But I'm going to let Razak do his ultimate over here to finish this mob up. And now let's see how hard Idril can. 343,000. I forget I think it was, what was it? It was like 278. on that first one. She hit that one for 118,000. I forgot to show that. Sorry about that. So she did double the damage, almost, in a Soulbound Arcana set with 35%. Well, that's cool. Less crit. All right, let's see if this is another crap item. Even if it's a premium set, flat defense, not a chance. She also did about 10% more damage. She got off 3 ultimates. So if you don't know what Soulbound Arcana does, every time you use the ultimate, your damage, not your attack, but your damage permanently increases by 10% per ultimate. So at the end, Idril was hitting for 30% more damage. So it's after it is cast, not when your ultimate finishes. So as soon as you hit your ultimate, you already got a 10% increase to your damage. Bear that in mind every time that you're trying to do something that you haven't accomplished. You can mess around with your sets and just build some kind of a set. If it has enough attack to break a target's defense, and it has a large amount of crit damage, like 300% crit damage, as you see, is just as effective as something else that has 100% crit rate potentially. I don't know if you can get away with what I just showed you on the Infernal Roar set, but definitely on the Soulbound Arcana set. And so, as I believe you should be doing, unless you're end game, you should be in here spending all of your stamina and diamonds if you do like I do to get more stamina to kick the crap out of this Oracle trial. I'm in second place. I'm going to push as hard as I can to finish in first because I want those summons. This was New Name playing my favorite game, Watcher of Realms. Take care, everyone.